Sunday musings. I'm having a bath, as you can see, and I thought, well, why not join me in the bathroom? Because we often sit in the bath, don't we, and have a good old think about things. And I have had a pretty tough week, but compared to other people, not really. I always feel guilty when I complain about my week that other people have it a lot worse than me. So I am very grateful of my life, but I feel I've had a bit of a tough week this week. So where do we start? Well, we've had an enormous amount of bills all going out at once, and I'm sure we're not alone in the family for that to happen. Crime. Where do I start? Well, as you know, we're having the house remodeled and renovated, and it's just pouring out like water. The tiler is just eye-watering amount of money. The builder, a lot. The underfloor heating and the stairs. There's been a lot of costs that have been much more than I've expected. But then there's that me just being naive. But you can't really research everything in life, you know, you just spend your whole time in front of the computer researching, and you just have to go for it or nothing happens. The Land Rover this week, oh my goodness me, such a shock. I had to pick my chin up off the floor when the daytime running light failed, and took it into Land Rover, and they quoted, guess how much they quoted. If you've seen some of my other platforms, you'll know how much they quoted me. Eye-watering, not £1,000. This is to replace a daytime running light on a Defender, not £2,000, not £3,000, but £3,500 just to change a daytime running light, because it's LED and you have to change the whole unit, and each little connection is like a brain cell, so it's very complex, and fitting it, buying it and fitting it and having it guaranteed is where the cost is. And it's really put me off the brand, and I have put this on another media post, and lots of people have been supportive. Lots of people have reached out with garages and places where I can get another one. Anyway, it's an independent store at the moment, garage at the moment, and it's going to be £1,000 less, but it's still an awful lot of money. And it is a genuine Jaguar Land Rover part, and it is brand new and it is being fitted. But it's really put me off the brand. Not only that, but when I went into Land Rover, I had a really snooty receptionist, to the point of actually being quite moody and rude, which put me off. They couldn't actually put my car on a diagnostic, which is just the machine, to tell everybody that, yeah, it's not electronics, it's the light. And they couldn't do that to the end of December. We're still in November. And they couldn't get me a hire car to the end of January. Oh, rubbish, absolute rubbish. And lots of people have warned me and said that Land Rover Defender is nothing but problems. But living in the forest here, it's bumpy, it's wet, lots of floods, lots of potholes, lots of tracks. And I know I can get another 4x4, I don't have to have a Land Rover. But I'm thinking in the new year, maybe I will get myself a but an older Land Rover, where to change the bulb is literally change the bulb, and it costs 75p. Well, it won't cost 75p, that's an exaggeration, but it won't be 3.5 bloody grand. So not only that this week, but I've had, which is fantastic, I've had 2 collaborations in, but they take time. They've taken up 2 or 3 days, and it's tough when you've got builders around, you haven't got the space to jump around and be silly, and you have deadlines on those because they're paying you. So that's been tough as well. But again, why am I complaining? Oh, it's all good. But it just seems like everything this week has just been crammed in. Also, my daughter hasn't got enough student loan because it's based on household income. So although I was working in 23-24, the income was high-ish, well, high enough for them only to give her the minimum amount. But I'm not working now because I gave up teaching, and £3,000 bill came in from her halls of residence. I was like, okay, where am I going to get that money from? So there's that. The Tyler is thousands, more thousands than I thought. So that's just eye-watering. Oh, the kitchen. Okay, I don't have to have quartz, but I want white quartz in my kitchen because kitchens sell houses and bathrooms. And the quartz is coming out at £4 or £5,000 something. I wasn't expecting. So that's another eye-watering amount of money. What else has happened? Oh my goodness. I have a holiday house. As you probably know, I have a holiday house. It was only a little cheapie, 2-bedroom cheapie, which I spent a whole year doing up with my dad every weekend when I was teaching, and my nails were just down to the quick, and I just went straight back into full-time job as soon as I got home from the weekend. So it was a tough year, and it was a tough call to buy this little place and do it up, but me and my dad did, and it's wonderful and it ticks over. But we've been stung for the double council tax, bastards, even though it is a business. So I've had to fill out forms for the house to be, so they pay business rates, rated, has to be rated. So I'm waiting for them, and they've said it's a 6-month wait because basically the whole of Cornwall and the whole of Wales and everywhere that's got a holiday house are doing the same, because when you pay business rates, you don't pay council tax. So there's that. Anyway, I've got a credit card and I've been using it, and I didn't want to use it this year. I wanted to done with the devil's work, done. But I guess that's what they're for, aren't they? Emergencies. And yeah, it's just money worries is tough. I shouldn't be having it in my 50s, but you know, like I said, it's a first world problem. I've got a nice house, got a nice car, got a nice life. I'm not teaching anymore. My children are healthy. I've got everything to be happy about, and my social media is just starting to take off. Oh, and my new book as well has been finished, so I will be launching that soon, and that's about my daughter and her journey growing up with a genetic disorder. So I won't fill your head with that just yet, but I will. So I've had to pay the editor, the typesetter, all of those bills as well will come in. Everything's coming at once, and it's just shit. It's just really shit, and it's Christmas, FFS. So I guess I'm just on here for a rant. And maybe you're just not listening to the rant, you're just looking at me in the bath. But yeah, Sunday musings, I just wanted to come into bath and chat to you in my bath about my week, and that I know we all have these kind of weeks, but I've been really tired. I've been a little bit down in the mouth, and making social media as well and posting every single day is tough, because yeah, I am a smiley person, but some days I find it tough. You know, if I'm not in the mood to actually, you know, make some videos. But I do, because I'm a trooper, and I'm determined, and I'm tenacious, and all of that, and I will push through, and I'll come out the other side and it'll be fine. But it's really nice, isn't it, to, I hope I'm not showing anything. YouTube will ban this video. But I just wanted to share, really, what's been going on this week, and that, you know, I've just been feeling perturbed by it all, and that's life, and I know that's life. I'm old enough to know that's life, and these are my decisions in life, and it will pass. But you know, we all feel this. You know, we all feel this. We all go through hardships, and there are people out there who can't pay their rent, can't pay their bills, who can't feed their children, you know, on the poverty line. And who am I to complain? I'm not. I'm nobody to complain. Really, everybody's got some shit going on in their life, and everyone's got some kind of monetary issue, unless you've got a big fat pension. You know, you've got money coming in regularly that you don't have to worry about. But, you know, I have a little bit of a teacher pension, but it's not massive, because I dipped in and out of teaching, and the pensions were all over the place. So, you know, they're not huge. I have a bit saved, have a bit here, have a bit there, but all these bills all coming in this week, and the car, and the student accommodation, and my editor, and the typesetter, and it's just all too much, all too much. Oh, and the mortgage is going up as well this Christmas because the 1.7%, which was really low, is now ended. So we're up to, oh, I can't remember, but anyway, it's going to add another few £100 onto the mortgage at Christmas. So yeah, great. But I do keep smiling, and I do know that I will get through it, and it'll be fine, because what's really important is your health and your family, and that is the most important thing. And I always have to hold that close to my heart, because that's really what matters in life, isn't it? Huh? That's really what matters in life, is your health, your family, and then they make you happy, not things. You know, I could get rid of the Defender, you know, I could move into a smaller house, I could, there's lots of things, you know, I could sell a bit of jewellery, you know, gold's quite high at the moment, isn't it? So I am sat here, what we're on, 11 minutes, I'm just starting to rant really about my life this week and waffle on, and I haven't really got anything to complain about. But it's lovely talking to you, and it's lovely just to share my woes, even if they're not woes really. But yeah, for me, yeah, juggling it all is tough, and it has kept me up it has kept me up at night, but I'm pushing through. I've got my credit card, so tough shit. I'll just have to go on there. And next year, when things pick up again, I just have to pay it off. Anyway, anybody want to buy me a Christmas present? A few £1,000 or a trip to the Maldives? I'm only joking. Right, I'm going to finish my bath in peace before these bubbles all pop and give everybody a shock. And I will see you next week for some more Sunday musings.